Hello everyone, today we're going to be looking into how the King and Prince William are going to respond to the Harkles' ongoing faux royal tours that they're seemingly wanting to do throughout 2024. So after the trip to Nigeria, Harry and Megxi have let it be known through their sources that they're planning to go on lots of royal type trips, even though they're not royals. It has also been reported, as the cards have been hinting at, that the King and William are not too happy about how the Harkles have went on in Nigeria. So we're going to look into that today in the cards. One of you lovely people suggested this reading, so thank you so much. I do appreciate it. Thank you. We're going to have a look and a dig around and see if the palace are going to do anything, if the king is going to do anything, if he's mindful to do anything. And that's today's reading. We're going to start with the king. If you're new here, I work in layers. So we're going to do a Celtic cross spread for the king. Then we're going to do a Celtic cross spread using another deck for Prince William's energy on this. And then we see if there's any common denominators, any common themes, running through the same question for two different men over the same subject. Now, if you're new here, please subscribe, like, and share my content around as much as possible. It really helps my channel out. Thank you, guys. Let's have a look into King Charles. Now, King Charles could come out as the Emperor. I'm kind of like in half a mindset to put him more as like the Magician after that Red King portrait. And everyone knows, well, most people who read tarot know, Red King is actually the Magician in the tarot. It's another name, the Red King. It's somebody who can manifest things, withstand adversity. So I think, there's that. I also picked up that Prince William doesn't actually like the portrait, but that was in a different reading. Anyway, moving on back to Nigeria and how the king plans to deal with the Harkles' future coming up trips. Now, I don't know. I haven't got much insight into this. Though I do feel like a few lines have been crossed, like further than ever before. Like they're trying to blur the lines, not the king. The Harkles are trying to blur the lines between traditional functioning monarchy and celebrity, but also they want the money that celebrities have and the freedom that celebrities have, yeah, but they want to be treated like they're royal. Let's see what the king thinks. What's he think of the news that Harry and Meghan are, okay, you want to come out, want to do more royal tours. Queen of Cups in reverse. Now, the king has history with water sign women. His first wife, Lady Diana, Princess Diana, was sun sign Cancer. And his current queen, his true love, Queen Camilla, is sun sign Cancer as well. With this being in reverse, this could be Camilla going, I told you. It could be an I told you so. But depending on what's crossing over, what's putting pressure on the situation, it could be the appropriation of Diana's image and Diana's memory. And like the king is just like quite up to speed on that. Let's have a look, see what's crossing over. You want to come out. The 8 of Wands in reverse. I think this is more about Diana's. I think Camilla could be like going, I told you. The Eight of Wands in reverse, though, there's a sense of frustration. I feel like communication has pretty much broken down between the king and his second born son. That Eight of Wands, there's that real sense of frustration. Like what? Like the readings I got with King Charles when around Nigeria trip, during the trip, it's kind of like, what are they doing? What do they want? What are they doing? And I still feel that now. I could imagine Camilla going, told you. The Sun in reverse. And what's under it? The Hermit. Okay, let's talk about it. The Sun in reverse is, he doesn't think it's, he does not think it was as successful as it appeared to be. So this was meant to illuminate and land the Harkles in some kind of global superstar celebratory aspect. But underneath we have the Hermit. It hasn't washed for the king. The Hermit is a Virgo and Harry is a Virgo. Two things with this. If it was just Harry, it potentially would have been the Knight or the King of Pentacles here. I think the king is getting some wise counsel. Now, I'm not on about politicians. It might be retired politicians. If it was a politician, I would think more there was like the King of Swords energy here, but it's not. It's the Hermit. So it's constitutional, ancient, older knowledge of how to deal with these numpties. And I think that both the things that this is, Harry, he sees Harry as a bigger problem than Meghan. And I feel like he's going to some trusted advice with that. I don't think he's very happy for him. He knows their game. He knows what they're up to, but he feels very gaslighted. He feels very lied to. This is playing a very silly game because you do not cross a king. And the second thing you don't do, or a monarch even, is one of the hard and fast rules. If any studier of the zodiac astrology will know, you never cross a Scorpio. They've got long memories and they can hold it in for quite a while till they're ready to sting. That moon there is like he knows it was all performative. He knows it was illusionary. He knows that a lot of people can potentially see through them. And they're muddying the waters of what it is to be royal and what it is to be a celebrity. And the king's kind of like, well, that's not the point, is it? There's a Magician in reverse. Okay. And there's Justice in reverse. And there's the Nine of Cups. He knows somewhere with all of the I am now Megsy, Nguzi, Lolo of whatever. I can't remember all of it. There was she's got a new long wordy daughter of an aristocrat and all that kind of stuff title from those kings. The Justice card in reverse. Libra in reverse. Gavin Newsom, his comments haven't gotten past the king. The king, I feel, Gavin Newsom is a Libra, Justice not only is all about legalities and right and wrongs and fairness, but it's also indicative of Libra, the balance. Gavin Newsom is a Libra. The Nine of Cups surrounding the king on this is he knows that Megxie and Harry wanted their own coronation moment. He knows for a fact that they wanted their own coronation moment. And this was Megxie's big coronation moment in the back room of a hotel. There you go, love. You're a princess now. Oh, cheers. You said it, so it must be true. The Magician in reverse here, I wonder if there is going to be some more attempts to smear the royals, to smear the king. I know there's a lot of nonsense around about his portrait, and art is subjective. I get that. People will not like it. People will like it. It's cool, whatever. But remember, the Red King is somebody who has looked adversity in the eye and risen like the phoenix from the flames. They are reborn. They are bringing in their manifesting, and they're telling you that you can manifest too, just like the Magician. That Magician in reverse, it's really like, I think he's going to, I think somebody's going to try and smear him. Are they going to try and say something about the king next? He is worried. The king is a little bit worried. The only thing, and I feel like this is the chink in the king's armor, it's not because darling boy, it is not the invisible children, it's not that. He still feels and struggles with Diana's passing, and he feels like there's an energy here, and this isn't to say I don't believe he had anything to do with it. What I'm saying is there's an energy here that he doesn't want disaster to strike twice, and he can feel it. I'm sure he's quite intuitive himself. He's a Scorpio. Usually Scorpios are quite intuitive, give or take one or two. But he is biggest fear is that Harry ends up in a situation where he passes over. And I think that is everyone's parents' big fear for their children. They pass before the parents. But I think with the king, he is acutely aware of the guilt he feels. Not saying he's responsible, because guilt is a weird emotion. People have it. And he feels guilty about Diana's passing, like he should have warned her. Like he said, he should have got her to come home, or he should have, shoulda, woulda, coulda, all of that stuff. So there's a lot of I should have warned her, or I should have insisted she took extra security. It was Diana who gave up her security. She didn't want it, because she's lost trust, and that's why I get so annoyed about Martin Bashir and some of the people who are advising her. I'm just like, really? The Page of Pentacles there. Now, I usually have Archie as the Page of Pentacles, and that could well be Archie coming on in here. because it has been said in the press today that Archie really wants to go and see London and England and Britain and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, he's 5. What? And his parents are discouraging it because, you know, oh my God, Britain's so awful. Could you just go there? They're so common. But that page of Pentacles, I'm wondering if, you know, I'm wondering if this is indicative of the Sussexes trying to influence the king with Archie. So the king is in 2 minds. His worries are that Diana, something that happens like to Diana, happens again. He does feel gaslit. He does feel done. He does want to do something. But this whole Californian politicians speaking out on behalf of the Harkles about something else has pricked up his ears and made him readdress the game a little bit to what he was planning. Interesting. So I still think he is planning on something, and I think they're going to try and smear the king in the coming weeks and months with something. And then we've got the Page of Pentacles, and they basically they're trying to do what they did to Thomas Markle very briefly, Thomas Markle Sr. very briefly. It's gaslighting. It's love bombing. We're here for you. We'll offer everything. I'm going to do this and that. And the minute something goes slightly wrong, it's like, oh, go. So they're gonna try and mess with the king. I feel they think they can play the king. Now the king keeps his cards close to his chest, and I really feel with everything that's going on, he is fine-tuning and reevaluating something. But William's energy is usually a bit more. Sometimes the king's just being a Scorpio, you know, and William's more spicy. The king likes to think about things. William likes to get things done. So let's have a look at William. I think the king wants to get things done as well, but he likes thinking, you know. It's one of those thinking people, thinking instead of doing. Okay. William's just like, he just wants them to go, walk away. What is your problem? He's over it. Just go. Why are you doing this? You quit the royal family. Just go away. The King of Swords is in reverse. I really feel that Gavin Newsom has adding his little take in, and I know he's an American politician. However, he's come out and said, oh, you know, these kids are, and like when they're getting high profiles, you know, California, I believe, brings in more money than the whole of the UK. So it's a big county, state even of America. Huge. They have paid attention to that. Interesting, we have the Star in reverse. He has been stressed about this. He has been very stressed. He just wants them to go. He just wants it done. He just wants them to walk away. That King of Swords crossing over in reverse. That Justice card in reverse for the King. That is Mr. Newsom. Interesting, we have the Sun there. I think William was planning something for later this summer. He's had his head on other business with the Sun card leaving the situation. And all of this, he's just like, there's this energy with William that he's wary of it. Not weary of it, I should say. He's sick of it. It's just like, just go away. What do you want? Stop it. Grow up. The Star in reverse as well. He feels quite cold, quite alien to it. It's almost like he could see, like, his brother's, he can see behind his brother's mask. And he knows there wasn't all this warmth and the sincerity that his brother likes to be on about. I don't think William's overly impressed with the cosplaying of Diana as well. All of this is done. I feel like Megsy dresses like Diana, or tries to dress like Diana, twofold. Keep Harry happy with his Oedipus complex, is it? And it annoys William. And that tan jacket, oversized jacket with the white jeans and the like court shoes, ballerina shoes, whatever they're called, pumps, sorry. I mean, it was like a perfect match for something Diana wore in the 90s, you know? It's just really weird. It's really weird. And it's also like 30 years out of date in a way, you know? I mean, style, sometimes smart stuff stays in, but it's just weird, man. He is in two minds, William, here. Oh! Have you seen that? Justice in reverse. Twice. This whole Gavin Newsom thing not only was a get me out of it, trying to help the Harkles out, and I'm sure getting Gavin Newsom out of problems as well, because it wasn't until after we did the readings on him last night on a live, I went and looked, right? And he's like, there's something about a homeless charity in California that's missing. I mean, like, are these people for real? The Justice card in reverse twice. Mr. Newsom, sir. And what's surrounding him is the King of Wands. Ooh. William knows, man. William knows who he's up against. That King of Wands, you've got a couple of people. One of you lovely commentators let me know earlier today, Ari Emanuel's brother. Ari Emanuel's an Aries, so he would come as King of Wands, right? Ari Emanuel's brother used to be an aide for Obama, and something to do with Newsom as well. So that could have been like a segue in there. I don't think for weird photographer guy, 5-head, that dude, he's a Sagittarius. He hasn't got that power. Gordon Getty, on the other hand, he's a Sagittarius. He's right near the cusp. He's right near December Capricorn, I believe, but he's a Sagittarius. So he'd come out as King of Wands as well. So that's either Gordon Getty, I think that's Gordon Getty, or something to do with Ari Emanuel. And William knows. Because around surrounding the king's like, oh, they wanted their own coronation. But I think William's a bit of a head with all the knowledge. Like, he's kind of like piecing things together, you know, like as in Sherlock when he goes into his mind palace or whatever it is. I think he's got like a board in his brain and he's doing a chart. He's piecing it all together. William's worried about Page of Cups in reverse. He doesn't want any blowback and any more attacks on his children. He doesn't want his children to be attacked by the Harkles. or his family to be attacked by the Harkles, and he wants to protect his family, to be honest. Page of Cups in reverse. But he doesn't want to be seen to be overly sensitive either, which is interesting. And then we have the King of Pentacles. That's a Harry moment. I feel like they are going to something is going to happen. I feel like this whole Gavin Newsom thing has made them look and go, hang on a minute. Why is this politician getting involved? Because we've got the Justice card in reverse twice. Why is this? I think this they have talked about this Gavin Newsom thing within the last 24 hours. Guys, this is just absolutely, yeah. This is why I work in layers. I wasn't expecting Gavin Newsom to be here. I thought it would be something completely, like, I thought they would have a plan. I thought we could see the strategy. But this whole, just this Libra, this politician, I think it's really peeved William off. I think the King's not happy, don't get me wrong, but I think it's really peeved William off, because I think he can see how they're trying to kind of sculpt and pressure a situation with puff pieces and things online, and the way they interact with the media, and how they line things up. I really think they do, and I think William sees that as well. But we have got the Page of Pentacles there, so that is indicative of the invisible children. Recollections may vary how many they are and how they got here. And then we have the King of Pentacles. That King of Pentacles, it could be Harry. It could be Harry. Or it's potential having some more positivity come in and resolve the situation from a male earth sign. We're looking at Virgo, Capricorn and Taurus. For the Page of Pentacles, this could be a new enterprise thing that the King is doing. It mightn't necessarily be Archie, but I do read astrologically, and it does seem like there's going to be something from Harry, and I've been saying this for a while, coming down the tracks aimed at William and the King. I would say they're going to weaponize the invisible children more this year, further. And that Two of Swords there, they are still figuring everything out. I'm interested. I think William, bless him, because he lost his mom as well, he really feels it. Like, I get why King Charles feels the Tower in reverse about it, because you want to stop a tragedy happening again, but you can't. No one can do that, sir, with all respect. You have the Hermit and the Nine of Swords. So the King is going to advisors, and William is stressed. Which, I'm not laughing at William for being stressed. It's just so horrible. It's just not nice. God bless him. What a terrible thing. I mean, he'll know. I feel like William knows that the Sussexes were, sorry, I mislabeled them. The Harkles have been on Catherine's back with everything, and trying to, basically, they tried to make that trend. They're trying the same with the King Charles's red portrait. I mean, my goodness me. And a lot of it is coming from the squaddies. A lot of it is coming from the squad. Yeah. Gavin Newsom is a spoke in the works of what they were trying to do, and it's thrown them off. I feel like they're a bit wary in a way, with it being election year. I don't think they're scared of upsetting America. I don't think they're scared of upsetting. I just think that the monarchy is meant to be above politics in a way. And that the fact that you've got the governor of California going, oh, leave them alone, blah, 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 has really kind of made them go, really? We're doing this now? Gavin Newsom, what a pain in the neck. I do see some action happening between them all towards the end of the year. Not like an interaction or a meeting, but certainly Harry is going to raise his head again later this year. But William is over it. The king isn't too happy either. Both men know exactly what they're dealing with. I think the king is he's going to need to get over the guilt that he may feel about stuff, because there's nothing he can do. This is like, I feel like this has gone beyond now, and like all he can do is try and preserve his heritage, his monarchy, his country, and do the best for his people. You can't fix stupid, you know. But William, I think William wants him gone. Let me know what you think anyway. Thank you very much for hanging out with me in this reading. I am going to do another one now. I'm going to do Meg Z's view of Germany documentary, and that should be quite a shorter one. Anyway, guys, thanks for hanging out with me tonight, and I'll see you in a bit for another one. If not, try and catch it tomorrow. Take care, and I'll see you in a bit. Bye, everyone.